welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Texas Longhorns offense will have the first possession of the game. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that raw man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
Looking to throw on second down. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. New set of downs after that completion. He wants to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
I know we talk about quarterbacks and running backs and receivers when we're talking about the Heisman Trophy, but how can you not have this guy in New York City? That's now his 20th sack of the year. He has been simply unstoppable.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to the flat.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs.
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. And the the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Here comes that Alabama offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
This time on target.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They go to the ground. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Back to the ground with the running back. Fights off a defender. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They're bringing heat. Makes one man miss. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Into the end zone. Touchdown Longhorns! And they jump on top.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 7 over Navy. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Webb. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Split backs here. He'll come out throwing on first down. Setting up the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Going to the running game. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. Breaks the tackle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun. Wants to pass. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? Lofts one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. The play action fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. He's looking to throw it. He makes the connection. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. He's got it on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's reverse. Bowls his way forward. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. First snap in the red zone on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those...
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he flew it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense set on 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, picked off.
3rd and long is difficult. You have to push the ball down the field. Nothing worse than watching people dink and dunk on 3rd and long and get tackled, then run the punt unit on. I like the aggressiveness. Try to push the ball down the field. It's not the worst thing in the world. You throw an INT, it's kind of like a punt.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He uncorks a bullet to the right. It's caught to the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. The run from the shotgun. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that 3rd down. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Offense in a split backfield. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Chucked it away just as he was hit. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He'll just keep slinging it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Extending the play. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Here's the handoff. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on 4th. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes his connection. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Third down play from the gun. Quarterback now breaking the field. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. No huddle offense to the line.
Third and short for an offense is definitely their friend. I mean, you think about it. You got everything available to you. You can even call a pass when you got a playmaker like this, and he can pull it down and go get that first down. So frustrating for a defense.
They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Running back goes in motion. He's looking for an open man on second down. A little release to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Feeling some heat. Lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Here comes the offense on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they've built this dynasty.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Here comes that Alabama offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Coming after it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Keeps the legs moving. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today. The one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Wants to fire on second down. He's right on target. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. Quick strike complete. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a fourth and short.
And I think everybody at home.
And they fake. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And he grabs it. And the gamble works well enough. Maybe you look for the score on the fake field goal, but at least they got the first down. They want to just keep throwing it. Now improvising. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Webb. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll go to the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He got it. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. A first down for the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Out of the gun. The running back has it. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Buys a little extra time. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Fair catch called for and made. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, the give, looking for room. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Second down coming up. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Ball's at the 15 on second down, and they need 9. They'll run play action. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They'll run the screen. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Longhorns line up to punt it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Going up top on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Oh, that's going to be a safety. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He finds his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now on second down after the incompletion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
Wants to throw on first down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Dumps it off in the flats. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Gets open down the middle. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. He wants to throw it again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays. Because when you got those guys as a quarterback, you find them.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry, and he's made plays throughout his career.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
But, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple of throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Runs for the tackle. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense. It's complete to the left.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Slips away. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on 2nd down from the 5. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. The option look. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires and picked off.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The Longhorns just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the ground with the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Give him 88 yards on the ground and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. In the postgame, if you start asking about the offensive struggles, the coach is probably going to say, let me tell you something, Mr. Television Announcer. They don't ask me how I won. They ask me if I won.
That is all that matters, Mr. Television Announcer, but I think you'd want to play better on offense. You'd want to score more points, but Reese, Jesse, I want to learn as I win. I don't want to learn as I lose.
And I know you're loving this one, David, because in today's era of modern college football, with all these spread offenses and up-tempo, we're used to seeing a ton of points. We're not used to seeing a lot of games like this. I wouldn't get used to seeing it, but for this team right here, they got to love the way that they played defense. They made the plays required to win. That's a happy group all around.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.